Okay, let's talk about the self-improvement movement. And more importantly, let's talk about the self-improvement hacks. All of these hacks that, this is going to be a short video and I could probably end this video after the next sentence. None of these hacks work. When it comes to self-improvement, 90-day this, 60-day that, drink this, eat that, wake up at this time, go to sleep at this time, write this thing down, blah, blah, blah. None of this stuff is going to get you to where you want to get to. None of it is going to get you to that destination, because that destination doesn't exist. The only thing that you can get to are checkpoints. You get to one checkpoint and then you realize, oh, it doesn't all end here. This isn't exactly fulfilling like I thought it was going to be. And then you got to create another checkpoint and another checkpoint. And the end destination is the same end destination for everybody. Now, if you fell into this self-improvement mental masturbation, because that's what it is, all these little hacks and all these little goals and all these little challenges that you set for yourself, that you believe that if you do this, you've achieved something. So if you've done 90-day semen retention, or if you're waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning for 2 weeks, or you're writing down on your little journal every morning, you feel like you're getting it, you're getting somewhere, but realistically, you're just running on a treadmill and you haven't moved. And the reason why I'm talking like this is because I've tried all of it. All of it I've tried. From early 20s, I'm a lot older than some of you think I am. Early 20s, mid 20s, all of these hacks, I've done it all. And the issue why none of it worked was, I didn't know what the mission was. I just know something didn't sit right with me, the way life was, and I felt, you know, a bit alien to everything else around me. So I try all these little things. I try read this, I try go to sleep at this time, I try eat this, I try fast, I try the herb retention, I tried 90 days this, whatever it was. None of it works. You know what works? When the pressure of life forces your eyes to open. Once the pressures of life have forced your eyes to open, you see the mission. And then you're a man on a mission. And then all these little hacks happen by default. All of these hacks are built in for a man on his mission. They're already built in. 90-day semen retention, that happens by accident because you're so busy and on your mission. What you think approaching women in the cold approaching is if you're on a mission, you don't even want to speak to women. You go months without speaking to anyone to get to where you want to get to that first checkpoint while your eyes are open. And as soon as you get to the checkpoint, because the first is the hardest, you get to the first checkpoint and then you realize, hold on, I'm here now. How come I don't feel any different? And then you got to go through the process again for your eyes to open again and realize, oh, I've just got to keep going. There's something wrong with me. I'm mentally battling these demons that might have come from somewhere in particular, or they might have just always been there. And you know, you're alien to other people, that you're alien to your surroundings, and you're just this guy, this man that is always going to be on this mission. You can't live in comforts. You can't settle for the 9 to 5. You can't settle for the regular life with a regular wife and a regular family. You got somewhere else. You got a fire burning, and the fire is just going to keep burning until the end destination, which is the same end destination for every other human being. That's what it is. So I don't want to get too deep, but I speak passionately on this because these hacks don't work. All of these self-improvement influencers, YouTubers or TikTokers or whatever they are, I've seen all these little clips that pop up and all these recommendations. Listen, it's not going to be reading The Secret. It's not going to be doing retention. It's not going to be waking up at a certain time. It's not going to be journaling. It's not going to be going to bed at a certain time or eating a certain thing. It's not going to be eating steak and eggs off a chopping board. It's not going to be none of this stuff. This can make you feel better for a small period of time because it's mental masturbation. You're tricking your mind into feeling like you're doing something. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're just a fat guy and wants to lose weight, yeah, these little, these diets and whatever it is, but I'm not talking to you because you shouldn't be fat and overweight anyway. Because if you were serious about the grind, you wouldn't even be in that position. The demons is where you feel like you've done everything right, but you're still mentally, how come I don't feel like I'm where I should be? How come I still feel like there's more? I've already got in shape, I already eat right, I already wake up early, I already do this, I already do that. How come I don't feel right? All of this happens when you're so busy and you're failing so much that you're just shedding personalities until you're just left with your bare self. This is what I'm doing. Semen retention. If you're working 16 hours a day, that's already built in. The retention's already built in. You ain't got no time. And I've been there. I've worked the 16-hour days. I've worked the 16-hour days and had to go to the gym on my lunch break. And at certain points, I was struggling so much and keeping up a persona for so long because I didn't want people to notice how much I was struggling. On some of the days, I'd squeeze in a quick gym session and get my hair cut on my lunch break and go back to work late and risk getting in trouble because I needed a haircut to look presentable, because I didn't want people to know how much I was struggling and on the grind, working, bouncing from 2 jobs. This is where my character was built, in a short burst of time of life just pressuring me into a diamond. And I don't want to say a diamond because that don't sound humble, but you know, it pressured me into my eyes opening. Let's put it that way, because no, I'm not a diamond. But it pressured me into my eyes opening and realizing, oh, this is just my life and this is just what it's gonna be. And I felt better while being on the grind like that, opposed to being comfortable and being praised for things that are not real accomplishments. Having a nice regular job and living all comfortably and, you know, having no real pressures and no real worries, that is soul destroying for me. The comfortability makes me so uncomfortable. On the grind, on a mission, is where I thrive the best. Having the fire lit is where I thrive the best. Once that fire gets dim a bit, I fall back into the dark place. And I don't want to make it too deep, like I fall into some serious depressions or anything like that. But I just know, I'm not living up to my full potential. I need to get back on the mission, the next checkpoint. Sometimes the checkpoint can feel so good, you might linger in it a bit too long. Then you got to create another one, right? So every goal you set, every checkpoint, enjoy it for a few days, a few weeks even, but then you got to get to the other one and the other one. If you're getting into these videos already, there's already something wrong with you. You're already battling some type of demons. So understand that, analyze yourself, look yourself in the mirror, who am I? And trust me, doing this semen retention or waking up at a certain time or eating steak and eggs off a chopping board, none of that. You can feel good while you're doing it, but it ain't gonna get you to where you wanna get to. Peace.